All right, look, on day 11, if I'm writing in my journal, which you should be too, which I already did this, buys and tries. Okay? And this is what I did. And truthfully, I walked probably 10 miles today because of what I did. So that was my cardio. And that was way earlier. So when I went into the gym, I just moved around for a minute. Not to the gym, but my gym. So when I got to the place where I train, I just, moved around a little bit, got my circulation going, stretched, did sides, the obliques, did lower back, did medicine ball, the 20-pound. I held it out and dropped it on my stomach. I'm building my stomach back up. And plus the contractions from dropping heavy weight on it really builds it. And then shoulders and bis and tris. Okay? And what we're doing is I wrote movement up there. Because remember, all this right here is required for me to move. And remember, ment means mind. Okay? And when it doesn't, this is me. I don't know what it is that you do, but you've got to be active. Okay? That's the main word. Active in movement. Because when we are not active, and truthfully too, I've got to follow up and I've got to read. Okay? Now, what is all that up there going to do? All this. What is it going to do? Brain. I'm sorry. It sounds body. Let me put the main word up here. Body and mind. Okay, I want to say something right quick. See, we're never taught this. This is body and mind. When this does not get exercised in both ways, okay, what is it going to do? What is it going to do? It's going to make a change in the molecular chain of the blood. All right? And when the circulation in the blood thickens from non-movement, that right there, this alone causes this. That's 2 words. That's 2 words. It's because the mind and body is not at anymore. So now it's at by design. Okay? And see all this fluid, that fluid up there, cerebrospinal fluid. That's what they tell you. That's the cells. That's the salts. The brain is basically the only thing in the tummy for 2 months. A baby gets wet brain because if a mama and they don't teach you this, women, if you're pregnant for 2 months, the first 2 months, and you just sit there and do nothing, well, the brain, you're actually trying to build the baby's brain. And when it doesn't get the right fluids, then it's going to be a wet brain baby. Because your posture too is cutting off circulation. The baby's brain's being built. That's the motor. It's getting geared up to build the rest of the vehicle, the vessel, the image of God. And even through posture, not knowing, watching frightening shit, it sends a signal to that baby and shocks it. The signal that you get that you don't know about when you're pregnant, okay, it's likened to if we came up behind you and shot a cannon off without you knowing it. You would jump and shit all over yourself and your heart would be racing. It would take a little time to calm down. Every time that you see something that startles you, that's what it does to the baby. You need to think about that. And then here it comes into the world, already been vaxxed and shot and boosted and everything. It's fucking damn. By the time it breathes its first breath of air, which should be vented with electric air because it's outside, it's inside. So its lungs breathe in all that shit in those structures and not natural air that's electric. But then again, science did that. They'll tell you that an element's not real. Yeah, Matt. Google, right. No, it's not. So now I went off on a tangent on that. Now it should make sense that this has to have the same makeup, the same principles as this. And what not just reading, but long distance. Sorry, I'm tired. Landmarks. Long distance landmarks. No schools are very keen at all about going up on top of mountains and allowing your eyes to, which they're not mountains, but to allow your eyes to adjust. The camera comes from us. I mean, the way the eyes adjust. But we don't. You're thrown inside and given gadgets. There's another more dis-eases created. It's crazy. It's like, how can y'all not see you've been forced inside and given shit, never allowed the eyes to even focus on anything natural? Man, we've got this gadget. We can draw plants, and look how pretty those are man's colors, Satan's colors. The colors that we're supposed to, every school should have gardens and flowers and spearmint and peppermint. You need to pull those plug-in things that you have in y'all's poor and rich houses, take those out and throw them away. Those are chemicals. You're breathing that shit in. It's not real. Anything you can think of, I can show you it's a weapon to kill you even more. Look, this is what I have. Okay? I have stuff like this. This is cedar. I just have pieces of cedar everywhere. And I have oak. I have different things, but it's you have no idea what I'm talking about until you actually try to do it. So even paying attention to nature will exercise the mind, something you never do. I know you don't. Nobody does. I never did. And so the more that you pay attention to nature, the more your mind will start to come out of this controlled mechanism that you're in. The more you go, I'm being serious. Get outside. Your anatomy was not created to be inside, watching a box with voices coming out of it telling you what to do. And then now they're saying this. Everybody deserves internet. No, we don't. No. Look at what's happened. But water, the water is the main thing. The brain and the body has to have water. You're a fluidic being. Okay? What you eat is going to dictate and go into your blood. What you rub on you and absorbs into your skin and goes into your blood. If it's not what you're made of, it's going to corrupt the mind and give it a dis-ease. And then there's going to be nursing homes and all kinds of shit, because a lifetime of not knowing what you're made of. It's insane. We trust man. The same people that have gave us this, listen, this will help you feel better, those of y'all with your eating disorder and stuff. The same people that's giving you that gave us all the stuff in all the gas stations and grocery stores, but sugars and all that stuff, sodas and energy drinks. Can you not see how all those are actually killing us? I mean, it's crazy. And one more thing is they never talk about anybody picking their nose ever. Think about it. Or children and grown-ups sticking their hand down their cracked ass and grabbing doors and all that. Because they do every day. Millions and probably 1 billion boogers are everywhere every day. They never say that. If they did, then you would fucking really freak. And that's to the people against me if they're watching this. I had to throw that in there. Because we're real. Listen, once you learn your anatomy and you learn who you are, the world you're in it'll slowly go away. But I just wanted to, go a little bit all over the place. But, you've got to deny self. You've got to deny self. And you've got to really, really try. Look, some of y'all, if you would walk every day, that's it, walk. You're so far gone that's all you're going to be able to do for the meantime. Because remember, this is a process to come out of, no matter where you're at. No matter where you're at. then this is the crunch time to see how much you got in you. Do you have any fight? Or has the world programmed you just to accept that you're just pathetic? And I'll just take pills. No, 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 no. We are masters of our own selves. I'm not giving people, putting my life in their fucking hands that said Fun Dip and Snickers and all this other shit's just fine and dandy. And we do, it rots our teeth the same way meth does. But since it's been there always, we never say shit. It's crazy. If you could think about what they have for us out there, then you would get more motivated to get into this and to restructure your anatomy into the image of God. And you got plenty of time. All right? And I'm starving, so that's why I probably went all over the place. I love you.